It's Vlogmas day 4. Oh my god, I'm so happy. My dad came out of hospital today. However, that means that me and Brett need to go to do some food shopping. And unfortunately, because of the time, the only place I'm actually going to be able to do it is at Waitrose.
Woof woof.
Now, most of you are thinking, what the hell? You love Waitrose, Steph. And yes, I do. They're the best stocked supermarket in our town. However, I do not love them at the moment. Because yesterday, I was on Twitter, and I actually saw a really upsetting tweet, actually. So basically, that's in the background. So basically, there's a consortium called the Changing Places Consortium that's aiming to get Changing Places literally into more shopping centres, more supermarkets, etc., etc., across the UK. And one of the people behind it, she's called Mum on a Mission. Go check her out. She's absolutely brilliant. Messaged Waitrose and literally said, you know, put Changing Places into your supermarkets. And they came back with this horrific email that literally says that Changing Places are not considered a reasonable requirement or a reasonable adjustment. But there are 250,000 people in the UK, including myself, who need access to them, which is really, really saddening. And it's quite difficult. It was quite difficult just like reading them because, you know, I like to think that I'm quite a loyal Waitrose customer, and you know, I have my Waitrose card. I love the savings it gives me, but literally when a supermarket is denying your rights and saying that it's not a reasonable adjustment, you know, the Equality Act, there was a conversation in government about it, and you know, Changing Places are a reasonable adjustment. At the end of the day, there are people that need them. You know, if they weren't a reasonable you know, like, people are saying, oh, then they need to be incorporated specifically into legislation. But the thing is like, places like JD Wetherspoons, IKEA, where else have we seen them? Welcome Break and Moto service stations. They've all put Changing Places, you know, different railway stations like Paddington, Birmingham New Street. They've all put, independent small businesses have all put these Changing Places toilets in that just make a massive difference to people, you know, to people who need them. And yet, one supermarket turns around and says that it's not a reasonable adjustment. And it's just like, okay, so you're happy to try and improve customer service as long as the customer's not disabled. That's literally what you're saying. You know, it's denying, like, most people have to plan their entire trips around them. Like, for me, I've only just been able to use our local leisure centre for swimming. Before that, I had to go on a 50-mile round trip to be able to use them, because use a swimming pool, because that's how far our nearest one with the correct facilities was. Whereas now our local leisure centre, when it newly opened, one of the disabled changing areas actually has a changing table and a ceiling hoist and tracking system and things like that. That literally means that not only can I be more independent in getting myself changed for swimming and stuff, it just also means that on my really bad days I'm a lot safer. They've also got the lifts that enable me to go into the swimming pool, because I can't use standard wheelchair hoists and things like that some of the older pools use. So, funnily enough, the only 2 pools I used to use before then was Basingstoke for a little while, but I kept struggling with their hoist because of my chair. But the main one I used was the London Aquatic Centre, so the London 2012 pool, which, you know, it was a journey and a half to get to. And when I am up that way, I do still go there now, just because I love the fact that I can swim in a 50-metre pool. And I love swimming in 50-metre pools. But you know, when I want to go for my daily swims, I do just pop up to my local leisure centre, which is great now because I wasn't able to do that before. And it was quite nice because it actually opened a few days before my 20th birthday. So, yeah, but I mean, like, if they can do that, then surely everyone else. I mean, like, the other thing is as well, is that Farnborough, there's a library in Farnborough, and they've put in a change in place toilet. And it now means that I can go shopping in Farnborough a bit more. Because it used to be before that I'd only ever go shopping in Reading, Basingstoke and Newbury. Because Newbury has a change of places toilet in Kennet Centre. Reading has one in Broad Street and Mall. And then Basingstoke have one in the malls. So they don't have one in the in Festival Place, but the malls, although they interestingly, it charges you 20p to go in there. But they have a change in places toilet, which, you know, and I think Basingstoke have also got one in their Discovery Centre actually, so there might, if the Discovery Centre toilet is a change in places toilet, I haven't tried it myself yet, but if it is, that means there is technically one in Festival Place, which I hope there is. But yeah, like, you know, like shopping trips with me, like I go to Westfield quite a lot as well actually, because Westfield, both Stratford City and Westfield, the normal Westfield in Shepherd's Bush, so White City, they both have changing places toilets as well. I completely forgot them, because when I go to London I use them quite a lot. But you know, if all these different places can put them in, I mean, like Paddington for example is one of the oldest train stations in the world. If they can put in a changing places toilet into there, there's nothing stopping a company, like any company, from being able to change like their toilets to make them more accessible, because I truly believe that you cannot call standard disabled toilets accessible toilets when there are some people with additional needs who can't even access them. And, you know, I'm an adult and stuff, but for parents of disabled children, like, I'm not being funny enough, I think, but you would not, like, no, I'm not being funny enough, okay? No one in a million years would expect someone to be changed on an unhygienic toilet floor. You wouldn't expect someone to have to sit there in incontinence pads when they're not actually incontinent and wet themselves. Because that is the reality for some people, is that there's some people who aren't even there's some people who aren't incontinent that they have, when they go out, they have to wear pads because they can't, you know, if they need to go, they need to go. They're not going to try and hold on for dear life. And, you know, it's just so undignifying when there is actually a reasonable solution. And the reasonable solution has already been implemented in so many places that, you know, to kind of see one supermarket do that, it just literally, like, last night I was like, I'm not being funny, they're really the only supermarket in our town. And the next nearest big supermarket, so supermarket that has a reasonable amount of stock and a reasonable amount of stuff, from us is a 25-minute drive, and it's a 25-minute drive up a motorway as well, which is even worse. It's like, okay, you're only on it for one junction, but it's still a pain in the backside. So yeah, but I just kind of wanted to mention that a bit. I didn't really want to make Vlogmas negative, but I saw it on Twitter last night and it just felt so degraded, like, literally. It's just not on. It's really not on at all. So yeah, kind of decided that I didn't want to go to Waitrose whatsoever. I'd rather do a drive. But we're in Marks and Spencer's now, so we've come to a place where it's like a Marks and Spencer's and a Tesco's together. And I just wanted to have a quick look at Marks and Spencer's at a couple of bits. But look what I found! Paddington! How cute is that at? Like a gold Paddington bear. So cool. With his little case and his little hat.
Marks and Spencer should do an advert with it.
They did. They have got an advert. That is the advert.
Oh, okay.
You remember the Paddington bear advert with the sleigh bit?
Oh, that's what they said. Fuck you.
with the sleigh bit, literally, look, it's there. It's the Marks and Spencer's one.
Oh, that says a bit.
Yes!
You better branding.
What is he like? He's cute though.
What's supposed to be, you'd think they'd actually do better branding on their actual advert.
So, I'm going to end the vlog there. I need to learn to end my vlogs rather than just ending them without saying that I'm going to end them. But yeah, do check out the Changing Places consortium online and like look at what Changing Places actually are, and you'll kind of see what I mean when I say that, you know, they are a reasonable adjustment for companies to make. I'm just glad that obviously other supermarkets realise that. Yeah, we shall see you all tomorrow.